So the reality is everyone has the tendency of becoming very, very, very manipulative. But for some of us, it's not a full-time job. While for some of us, it's a full-time job. It has become our life, our character, our personality. You are manipulative. You manipulate people for anything, for everything. You get things done through manipulation. You get people's attention through manipulation. You are just a manipulator. Oshe? Today, we want to discuss signs that you're manipulative. And after this discussion, please change your ways. One of the signs that you are a manipulative person is that you can never be wrong. You can never be wrong. Like, instead of you to admit that you're wrong, midnight turn to day, midday turn to night. It's hard to get you to admit that you're wrong. You have never said the words, "Oh, wow, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. This is wrong. I think I'm wrong. I shouldn't have thought about it that way." No, not you. You would stay on it. You're never wrong. Even if everybody knows, everybody thinks, or even if your partner understands that, see, this is what you did and I feel like you're wrong. Can you just apologize? You are never wrong because you feel like you should never be wrong. It's hard for you because you just don't want to take responsibility of the fact that you're wrong. Another way to know that you are a manipulative person is that you blame other people for what happens to be your fault. This thing is clearly your fault though, but you just hang it over somebody else's head. Like, you know, I wouldn't have, but since you did that, all this, it's now your fault. It is not nice. That is you being manipulative. You do this to avoid taking responsibility for your actions, and I don't think that's responsible. You are manipulative when you apologize without complete sincerity. Like your apology lacks sincerity. Yeah, some of you apologize because you want to open up the conversation to further buttress your selfish opinion of why what happened has happened the way it has happened and nobody should blame you. Your apology is without regret. You're not hoping that the person will sincerely understand that you're sorry and you regret what you've done. You're apologizing because maybe it's just what everybody wants to hear at the time. But after a few seconds, your brain, your mind will just take you back, say, guy, apologizing is not your thing. So you need to let them know that even if you apologize, it is what it is and it's not your fault. Your apology is without sincerity. Deep down in your heart, you wish you never apologized at all. You are manipulative when you tell people exactly what they want to hear. When you tell your partner what you think they want to hear at the time, knowing deep down that it is not what it's supposed to be. You're manipulative. Probably you just want to get something out of them. You want to get them to do something for you. That is you being manipulative. Yes, on a very large, clear scale, you are a manipulator. You accuse other people of having the insecurities that you have, the things that you know you fear in your heart, the things that you know that are in there in you as insecurities. You look at people and you accuse them of having it just because it's too painful for you to admit that you have those insecurities. So when something happens, you look at your partner and tell them all the things that you feel like is wrong with them or they should be scared of or they are scared of. Meanwhile, now you because it's too painful for you to admit that this is your life, this is what it is, this is how it is in your heart. You look at other people and say they are the ones who are like that and not you. You are a manipulator. You are a manipulative partner when you see your mistakes in other people. You blame other people for the mistakes that you have made. This is clearly your fault. You were the one who slept on a bicycle. You were the one who made this decision that has brought us this pain and sorrow and trouble. But you are making me think that it was my fault. Sir, it is your mistakes. The first thing you want to do as a responsible man, as a responsible woman, is to take full responsibility. Do not try to see your mistakes in others. It is your mistake. Own it. Own it. Own it. You are manipulative when you can't take no for an answer. Like they tell you no, but you feel like you can still get a yes. It's not about being a woman or man of faith to change for my good. This one, you don't take no for an answer, and somewhere along the line you're hoping that you can twist it to become a yes. So you stay around, you lurk around to look for an opportunity to turn the no to a yes, and you make people feel like if they don't tell you yes, they're in a lot of trouble. You are manipulative. You, sir, ma, are manipulative when you expect your partner to always adjust while you don't do anything at all. Like you're in a relationship and you expect your partner to always take corrections while you don't, because somehow in your head you feel like you've got it all covered. I have more experience, I'm more exposed than this person, so I don't think I have too much adjustments to do. I could just, do one or two, but they have all the whole adjustments to do, so the spotlight is on them. Really? Really now? You're manipulative when you use guilt and shame and pain to remind them to do something, to get them to do something, to get them to a place where you want them to be. You're manipulative. You are manipulative when you monopolize your partner's time. You know that they have friends, you know that they have events to go to, you know that they have things to do, but you want them to always stay with you. And when they try to pull out, you come up with stories to just make them stay. Stop that. You're being manipulative. You are manipulative when you fall back to emotional blackmail to get your partner to do something, or to get them to leave an idea that they are with or that they have, just so they can come to your side. You make them feel bad about their opinion. You make them feel bad about their position just so they can take what you're offering instead. This is you emotionally blackmailing people to come to your side, to help them see things from your perspective. That, my friend, is manipulation. Emotional blackmail is ugly. It is bad. It isn't something that anyone should go to. Some people would even go as far as using your secrets to draw you to do something for them. Otherwise, they are going to spill. So it keeps you in a position where you're manipulated, but there's little or nothing you can do. But hey, guess who the manipulator is? Your partner, or you who is emotionally blackmailing your partner. Some of you can even grow cold. You already promised to do something for them. You promised to assist them in one way or the other. You promised to help them with something, but you're deciding to withhold that help, that hand of help, because they need to do something for you. They don't do it, they don't get the help. That is manipulation. For those of us who are married, some of you will go as far as moving to the guest room. You are moving out of the room that you and your husband share because you don't want him to have sex with you. And the reason you don't want him to have sex with you is because you want to get him to do something you're asking him to do. So you sex starve him. That is manipulation, madam. You need to sit down and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it what it is? Is it what it is? Is it something I should do? I don't think it's worth it. I think you should have a conversation. If you feel like he's not doing something that you really, really need, maybe you should give it some time. Have a conversation about it. If he bans you from having a conversation about it, fine, no wahala. Just put yourself in a position where he'll be the one to even call you and tell you, see that thing that you're saying, go and do. Or better still, let it go. If he doesn't want you to do it, don't try to get them to do it by manipulating them, by sexually starving them so that they will come to your side. Or wrong, madam, now, or wrong. Some of you are manipulative with the way you dish out compliments. You overly compliment people. You excessively compliment people, just so they can see that you're the one person who values them and sees them and appreciates them in the workplace or at church or anywhere. You just overly, excessively dish out compliments on this person. Even the days that they look really bad, you go and start to glorify, honor, adore them, give them praise and worship and adoration. And deep down you don't really mean it. You're just trying to get them to a place where their whole attention will be for you. Some of you ladies, you do this too. So you like a guy and you want to get his attention. And the best thing you can think of is how to excessively compliment him. I think I like your shirt. The one you wore on Monday? It was really nice. See, it's a lot of noise. It's a lot of noise. I personally think there are other ways to let this guy know that you like him, instead of trying to manipulate him to get his attention by telling him, oh, you look good. Oh my God, this haircut is really nice. Oh, thank you for all you do for me. Oh, thank you for being this amazing person in my life. Because you want him to actually see that you value him so that he can ask you out. See, it's bad. Just stop it. Stop it. You're manipulative. The problem with this is that you can't keep it up. You can't, because, okay, fine. Maybe he gets to ask you out and you guys start a relationship. 1 month into the relationship, he go tire you and he's going to notice this girl does not exactly compliment me anymore. Yes, sir. The last time she did it, she faked it. And now she don't forget. She was acting. Now she don't forget her role. She don't forget. Her memory don't wipe. You know, go vex. It's a shame that you fell for it, but she's manipulative. You, my friend, are manipulative. You need to stop. And then this one, women are more guilty of this one. So he says something to you and you take it and you twist it. What the guy did not mean, you will say that was what he meant. Oga will now just calm down. No, will not start begging you. You self, you now start doing shakara up and down. Madam, you're manipulative. Stop it. Stop it. You're manipulative. It's not always going to work. In fact, as soon as he understands that it's something that you use as a tool every time, it's going to turn him off, and you need to really stop it. Sometimes just allow the conversations go. And if you are guilty, just apologize. Just apologize. You will not die. Just say you're sorry. You will not die. Nothing will happen to you. Stop being manipulative. You have the capacity of drawing attention to yourself without manipulating anyone. You also have the amazingness enough to have anyone in your space, and then they'll be thankful that they have you. You don't have to do this or that or try to tweak this or that so they can notice you. Just be yourself. The best way to get people on your side is to be yourself. If you have an opinion, stay on it. Just be yourself. That's the best way to get anyone to be on your side. But being manipulative, no. It's a no. It is a no.